What's up, agents here, and welcome back to another episode of Map Builders, where we're going to be working on level 4 of Behind Locked Doors, which is going to be called Mailcart Mess. Now, I'm going to go ahead and explain to you what this level is going to be about. We're here in my redstone testing world again, because I'm kind of need to figure out exactly how I'm going to be setting all the redstone up for this level. Except for the fact that I do have the basic concept down already. So, for Mailcart Mess, basically what's happening is that you're working for the post office and you need to deliver some packages. And the only way to go about doing that is to direct a mail cart throughout the level. So here's what's going on here. If I do this with the rails, okay? And then I put a block right here. I place a lever right here. So this lever is going to activate different sections of this level so that you will be able to guide the minecart into various locations. And yeah, that's the basic idea of what's going to happen for this level. I don't actually have the level designed as of yet, because the first thing I want to get down is actually designing how the how it's going to start. I want to figure out how that's going to end up working. So yeah, so this is just going to be another experimenting episode, kind of like when I did the first 2 episodes for level 3. That was basically nothing more than experimenting with redstone. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking is that you're going to have a minecart chest that's going to have a block inside of it, and you have to deliver it, and you have to figure out what's in that minecart chest. And that's basically what's going to happen. So yeah, so what I'm thinking is I could put down hold on, let's grab a dropper. So if I'm going to put down powered rail here, and then there's going to be a dropper that's going to come shoot an item into the mail cart. So if I were to go ahead and grab a button, I really wish there were more spaces available in the hotbar, but there isn't. Okay, so where's our... Okay, so if we go ahead and put a block here, I did not mean to destroy it the first time. Okay, so let's get down in here so I can place it. And so now if I place a button here, oh, alright, I got squat. Okay, so that's how that's going to end up working. So then if I put a detector rail here, I pull a block here, and I'm going to put down some rails. This is just me experimenting, just like it was for the first couple episodes. So if I put a block there with a button right here, now I'm going to grab a minecart with a chest. If I go ahead and put this here, now let me drop an item into this. If I go ahead and I press this button, now is it actually in here? Yes, it is, which is what I want. Now the next step that I want to do is to figure out a way to make it so that you're done with the actual level itself. So if I do this and go ahead and grab a redstone torch, I'm going to put this right, actually let's put it right here, and we'll put the torch right here, just like that. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out how I want to go about doing this. So let's go ahead and grab, what do I want to grab? A hopper. Go ahead and do this. Put a hopper down like that. Power rail on top of that. And then I'm going to want a comparator. So there's going to be a comparator coming out right here. And that's going to run into a repeater. Now what I'm going to do is I want to grab and I'm sorry that I'm not giving too detailed of commentary on this. I'm just trying to think how I want to go about doing this level. That's all that's going on. So from here, what I want to do is grab some redstone dust. Just like this. And so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and dig out a few blocks. Now, here's the theory about what's happening. So, like I said, you're delivering mail to 3 different houses for this level. And what I'm trying to accomplish is that each time you deliver a package, it's going to set off part of a redstone circuit. Okay? So, yeah, and once the redstone circuit on all the houses is done, what I want to have happen is this piston pull back and then release another set of redstone being triggered to actually end up creating a power source to actually get the door to open. Like so, if I come back down here, put a torch. Actually, I don't have a torch. Oh, I kind of need one. There's just not enough slots in my hotbar in order to do what I want. Oh. So put redstone dust here, and then put down another block. And then on top of this, we're going to put down another redstone torch. And then on top of this, a block. And then here's going to be our lamp as an example. If I go ahead and destroy this redstone dust, yes, it does. Okay, and then from here I want to do this. Okay, just like this. Okay, there we go. We go ahead and destroy this redstone dust. Lamp stays off, which is what I want. And So now what's left to do is to experiment with the minecart chest. And so now if we go ahead and put an item into the dispenser, and we push this button, we're going to go ahead and push this button. And so now there's, okay, there we go. And you know, I'm going to place a block right here. So now that means the minecart is going to fall down into this hole right here. At least that's the plan. And if I go ahead and send this minecart chest back, and yeah, there we go. There's our redstone lamp turning on. So now I've kind of figured out how I'm going to go about putting together how the start of this level. So that's done. Now the reason why I want to do this is because the way the level's going to end up working is that, like I said, you're delivering the mail. I know I've said that several times. You're actually going to be delivering 3 different packages, and you're going to be pushing the button to dispense a random item into the chest and then send it off. And once you send off your item, you're going to want to bring your minecart chest back to the start to pick up the next package. And then when you delivered all 3 packages, as you saw from this redstone right here, it turned off the piston, which ends up opening this hole, which allows the minecart chest to fall down into. And then that means the minecart chest is now docked at the post office, and so you can't actually leave the level until all 3 packages are delivered and the actual mail cart, as the level's going to call it, has returned back to the start. Now, like I said, I have no idea how I'm going to put together the actual map itself as far as the actual puzzle is concerned. But that shouldn't be too hard to figure out. If you remember when I did level 2 sand search, I actually had a diagram on grid paper of how the maze was going to end up working for that level, and that's basically what the concept is going to be for putting this level together as well. I just have not done that yet. Now, something interesting that I was kind of experimenting with earlier today, which, okay, wasn't expecting that to happen, but whatever. But basically, part of this map is going to have an underground tunnel, and this is somewhat how it's going to end up. Let me go ahead and break this. Oh, not the horse. Really? I'm trying to destroy the minecart, not the horse. You know what? I'm just going to leave him there. So, yeah. So, what's going to happen is that for part of the actual level itself, you're going to have an underground area. So, if I go ahead and put this block right here, and I have a rail right here like this. And then on top of that, we're going to have a few blocks. And you're not going to be able to see the tunnel in the level itself. And, oh, that's where that noise is coming from. I should have known that. I've been playing Pocket Edition for a while. So yeah, so there's going to be tracks that are going to go across on this like that. And I'm just giving examples on how this is going to work. Actually, you know what? I think what I could do is actually, I can grab and do this. And then put this down here. And then I destroy this block and replace it with this. Yep. So then if I go ahead and do blocks like this, and I put rails down on here. So as you can probably tell, this is how I have plans for doing this little tunnel. However, what's going to happen is that this is going to be flush, and then you're going to have a part that's going to go down underneath, and then that's when it's going to go underground. Now, I've yet to figure out how I'm going to go about doing this outside of just this alone. But if we go ahead and put down our minecart chest, and it fits just perfectly. Obviously, it's only 1 block high, as opposed to that horse, which was on the other one that I didn't expect him to get on. So yeah, this is how it's going to end up working for the underground tunnels. And yeah, and so the last part that's going to end up happening in this level is that there are going to be sections where you're going to have to stop the minecart. Actually, I think I have an example of this built somewhere nearby. I think. Yep, right here. So what's going to happen is there's going to be parts where you actually have to end up changing the direction of the rails. Actually, no, let's not do it that way. Okay, it's just like this. And then I do this. Nope, not those. And now if I go ahead and put lever here, and I put a lever here, and I also grab buttons to put on this side. So ordinarily what's going to happen is you're going to push the button, it's just going to go all the way around to the other side, and then every so often you're going to have to actually end up changing the direction of some of the rails and then continue on like that. And I forgot to put down a rail right there. That was dumb of me. Let's get a regular minecart this time, why not? Okay, so let's go ahead and flip this track. And again, so again, this is how this level's gonna pan out. And now let's go ahead and flip these again. So that's just about what this level is going to end up being. Now, as far as the actual lobby is concerned for the actual level, the rules room, that's actually going to be quite simple to put together, because all you're really getting is that you're creating a T like this, and you're using levers to change the direction of where the rails are going. So that's not going to be too hard to end up building. But yeah, that's basically what I have in mind for level 4 Mailcart Mess. It's really quite simple, to be honest. The hard part's just going to be putting it together. Off camera, I did say I've got graph paper. I'm going to put down the actual level itself onto that graph paper, and then next episode we're going to be working on actually making the level itself. So yeah, that's basically going to be it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to hit that like button down below. Also, make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Thank you guys for watching, and with that, I will see you guys later.